Finally, I am back on track. Welcome, people. So, what I'm telecasting here today is a spitting spider, the Scytodes thoracica, which has been just offered a cockroach, and it was pretty ready to just grab it by spitting some saliva onto it, and thereafter it neutralized the cockroach almost immediately. This is a baby. That's a baby of the spitting spider, which was born some on probably 28th of March this year. So it's about 10 days old now. While the mother has been, this mother has laid at least two clutches of eggs. The first one was in December, then it was for a good hefty meal, whereafter it laid eggs again on 1st March, which hatched on 28th March. Now, today the spider had been provided with a very small cockroach first, which it ate promptly, and that was in the morning. And today, again in the evening, I have offered another cockroach. It's a relatively bigger one, which you can see. The spider has overpowered and is now in the process of consuming. So it's been hardly, say, 5 minutes, not more than 5 minutes, when the cockroach had been first grabbed with the silk, and now the spider is preparing the cockroach for consumption. As we know, the spiders, they consume their prey by liquefying their contents first, and before they do so, they secure the creature. Here you can see the spider weaving a sort of a meshwork all around the cockroach so as to secure it perfectly. There you see those strands of silk as well. And the abdomen, the color of the abdomen, yesterday was still dark purple, almost towards black. And after having the first meal, the abdomen has grown to about double the size. And now, again, it is being offered some good meal, which will allow its body to contain more proteins, which will encourage the animal to prepare more eggs. So, hopefully, we'll be having yet another clutch from this little spider that we have had. Today, we released about 30 offsprings of the second clutch of eggs, and a few days back, it was just 7 or 8 that were born. It's putting a lot of effort in securing the creature. You can see it's doing a lot of effort in securing that animal from various perspectives. Now the magnification is pretty high, and therefore even slight movement or motion of my hand creates a lot of disturbance. So kindly bear with that. My hands are tiring out, having been kept in this awkward position, inclined away from my body, holding a mobile phone, through which I am streaming, of course. So the idea is to show how the animal is, or the prey is captured by the Scytodes, the spitting spider, and thereafter it is consumed properly. The spider is also cleaning its limbs from the various entanglements so as to have a clean hygienic body before it starts consuming the prey. The prey is still not very ready. The the body has been injected with some venom, and soon that venom will take action, dissolve the body parts, start their digestion before the animal is even consumed. We are getting a little blurred image for the reason that the okay, that is still more venom being. It's putting in a lot of effort. I think we can see a lot of effort is being put into arranging the food in an appropriate way so that it can be consumed well. And presently, it is apparent that the spider is simply wrapping it up in good way. Let me try to shake the box a bit. Not shake, but move it so that probably we can find a better view from another perspective. This seems a little better, perhaps. So now the prey is being wrapped up in the spider's silk so as to secure it. And you can see those prominent eyes on the apical part of the head, the cephalothorax, which shine at times with reflection when it reflects light. More and more of venom is being poured into the organism, the prey. And more silk is also being applied to the creature. You can see that spit, and you can see that how sticky it is. It's like a glue, pretty much like a glue. And very good quantity of it has been put onto the creature, the prey, I would say. So good job, spider. There you can see it is still giving some bites to the head of the prey. My hands are tiring, being in an awkward position for almost 9 minutes now. I think consumption has started because now the spider is sticking continuously to the prey. Let me try to get a better view if I can. Very difficult to grab it with such high magnification. I need some support. I need some support. All right, I think I'll find something to put my camera properly. Please bear with me as I do that little job. Meanwhile, you can just see around in this little spider again. This is a different spider. That's a ground spider. Okay, I'm back and I've got with me a little device which can keep the camera, the mobile phone, stable. Let me prepare it. More books. Right. Now my hands are free. That goes too much. Now the spider is busy consuming its meal. The cockroach is still alive. You can see a little bit of movement in the limbs at times, but it's all futile because it's already well trapped, perfectly trapped up. This is a better scenario. You can get a better view of the pattern of the spider. My goodness, what a creature this is. Okay, I'll just talk a little bit more about the spitting spiders. This is a group of somewhat primitive spiders, I believe, who do not make a permanent or more utilizable webs as such. They prefer damp, dark areas in the homes and at times also bushes and vegetation outside, provided the temperature and the climatic conditions are not very harsh. Now, these spiders have three pairs of eyes, that is, six eyes, and they are arranged in sort of cluster pretty close by. And the spiders have uniqueness that, oh my, it's applying more force on the cockroach now. So these spiders, they have a very unique hunting style. What they do is they they don't uh, and they don't capture their prey by means of web, but they spit their web onto the prey, the presumed prey, and once the prey has been laden with that spit has unique chemicals, the venom and some gluey substance, which traps the animal. First, it makes it immobilized, and then the spider overpowers it. And meanwhile, the venom components of the spit, they start acting on the prey to kill it, overpower it. And thereafter, within few minutes, the insect or the prey is wrapped up completely in the spider's silk, and it's also bitten at places whereby the animal is now in the process of digestion. The prey starts getting digested while still being alive, and then the spider starts consuming it, as we see here. The spider starts consuming the prey, and thereafter uh, consumes it by means of sieving, that is, sipping the liquids of the prey. The digestion has the venom of the spider. The venom of the spider has digests the body parts, which are then prepared in a sort of a soup, a thick jelly-like soup, which is then slurped up by the spider through capillary sort of actions. And by doing so, it completely removes all the digestible material from the prey, and thus it has its own proper meal. Once it has a good meal, then it can spend a long time without a second consumption. So this is a good meal for the spider, which will be adequate for it. I think will be adequate for the purpose of preparing the body for next clutch of eggs. Now the spiders have another unique feature. They don't need to mate repeatedly to produce offsprings. The females have special features by means of which they can store the sperms of the male after mating, and then, as the need be, they start producing eggs, mixing them with appropriate number of sperms, and thereafter, thus they are in a position to prepare various clutches of eggs with the same special mate that they had. It doesn't mean that one spider won't mate with more than one male. It can do so. But generally, after the first mating, the spider has adequate number of sperms to supply to um, fulfill the purpose of fertilizing her eggs as they are produced in the body with the availability of food. My experience with this particular spider has been that I got it somewhere in the first or second day of December last year, 2023, and it was already carrying a cluster of eggs. I believe that was the first cluster of eggs. They were about 15 to 20, not more than that. It was a small clutch. The eggs hatched on 27th of March, and thereafter, uh, the spider had been taking care of its babies, which were released. A few had died, some were released, and thereafter, now we have. I provided it with another good meal. It was termites. Two or three termites were provided in tandem in every day, one day after the other. For 2 3 days, termites were provided, which allowed the spider to collect a lot of mass for the purpose of producing eggs. So immediately after consumption of good food, adequate food, and storing a lot of fuel supply, it produced another clutch of eggs, which was pretty large in number. This time it was about more than 35 eggs, of which around 33 I had counted I take it in a rounder number to be 30, not less than that, which were born on 28th of March. Right. So that means that the spider has just the eggs, they hatch in about 4 weeks' time. That has been my understanding on the two experiences that I've had with this spider. In about 28 days, the spider eggs are hatched and the slings are produced. Now, the slings they undergo molting pretty soon. I saw within a week or so of their being born, they had undergone their first molt. And now, since I have released them, most of them, I don't think that I'll be in a position to make more observations on the growth of the Scytodes young ones. So, this is all, folks, that I wanted to share with you. Now, you can I'll keep this thing on for some time, another 15 minutes before I let it go, before I shut down the streaming. Wonderful creatures. So I'll be leaving it like this for another 10-15 minutes, and then I'll cut off the streaming without any further disturbance of my voice. So please keep on watching it. I'm not sure whether the streaming is being visible to others. डालिए लगाइए नो फिल्टर I think I shall apply one more layer to raise the camera a bit. I think this is okay. Should I pause? There is no pause system here. Let me see if it works that way. I've shared the link to another mobile. All right. I'm sorry. It's not working. So I have to cut down the stream.